putting community together. At P-Town Radio, we can advertise your business on a small cost. For more information, contact us on email info@ptownradio.co.uk.
Are you caring? Are you a team player and passionate about helping others? Here at Indiana Healthcare Services, we are looking for a healthcare assistant and nurse to work in and around Devon and Cornwall. Why work for Indiana? We make sure you work when you want to work, hours that suit your lifestyle. And above all, we provide in-house training and competitive rates of pay. Pick up the phone and call us now on 01752 418 014 or head over to our Facebook page.
What's up, people? It's your boy Boo Boo, and you're tuned into Plymouth's favourite radio station right now. At P-Town Radio, we can advertise your business on a small cost. For more information, contact us on email info@ptownradio.co.uk. At P-Town Radio, we can advertise your business on a small cost. For more information, contact us on email info@ptownradio.co.uk.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It's your favorite guy, your favorite boy is back in the building on this wonderful Friday, this wonderful afternoon. Let me know what. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, I'm buzzing. You don't understand how I'm buzzing to be back wearing headphones in the studio, live at P-Town Radio Studios in Plymouth. Oh boy. Listen, I'm never alone, of course. I'm with my guy, Mr. Jabo Butera. How you doing, my G?
Good afternoon tonight. It's exciting.
Yes, it is
exciting.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Good to see you. How have you been? Been a while.
It has been a while. Been a while. I think we managed to take some time off to reset the buttons.
Yes.
I think we were doing like what's those animals that go hibernating winter time? You go underground.
We come back. Yes.
Now the sun is out. We started coming out again. Yes,
that's correct.
We're all good, excited.
Yes. I'm looking forward to this particular show. It's a catch-up show, of course. The last time we do a show, I think it's probably a month and a bit ago. It's before March. Yes, that's before I made my travels.
Tell us, where have you been?
Oh yes. I've been very good. I've been well. I traveled to the motherland.
Yes.
Africa. Zimbabwe to be particular. I also dipped in South Africa as well for a bit for some business. International, but we're going international, mate.
Oh, wow.
We're not.
Yes.
Yeah. The expansion is crossing the shores of Africa. I've also been to the Canary Island. As you can tell, I've been to Canary Islands, which is in Morocco or in Spain.
Let me ask a quick question. You're just mentioning about going international.
Yes.
I like that attitude. I like because this is my excitement here.
Yes.
So this is the seasons where the economy, so end of the financial year, change of the year, the economy is recovering.
Yes.
And Tendai is going international.
Yes.
Is that the attitude people should carry? Is that the way to go, saying when they go low, you go higher?
Yes.
Oh, tell us, what's that all about?
We have to, Baba. As we know, the UK itself is going through recession. And the most rising continent right now is Africa.
Wow.
So we have to invest in our motherland first or second now. We've come here, we've gathered some funds, small pennies, take them back into the motherland. That's the way forward, Baba. We have to tell our people. If you're listening to me right now, please, don't even hide it. Go and do pig farming. Go and do chicken farming. Go and do tobacco farming. Go and do goat farming. Go and do worms farming.
Yes.
This is all money. And if you don't know, your friends are doing it.
Wow.
And I've seen them doing it. I've traveled into some places where I've seen people on YouTube, those who are doing these kind of projects. I've been in one farm where the guy is in London. He's doing magic stuff. He's even now doing 6 months in London, 6 months in Africa now. Because of that progress. So if you are listening to me right now and you're thinking, what should I do with the couple hundreds I have in my bank account? Go and start something. If you can't start it here, go back in the motherland.
Good. So before we dig deeper in this conversation, I think we are starting that conversation already.
Yes.
Let's talk about the financial capacity.
Yes.
What we have, like being a diaspora.
Yes.
Being you've been living in Plymouth.
Yes.
You've been living in the UK.
Yes.
You've understood and you've built.
Yes.
Your financial stability and connections to be able to tap in the existence of the wealth here in the West.
Yes.
Now you're saying, can you use that as a buffer to uplift your own finances from where you come from?
That's correct. Not only that, remember you're also creating jobs, Jabo.
Yes.
For your people. Yeah, that's the most important part we tend not to think about. Of course, yes, everything that's called a business, you're busy.
Yes.
You're busy trying to make some money. But in that busy making money, you are creating opportunities for other people. You've got people right now who are still back home, youngsters. Africa is very young. The average, I think I was hearing someone was telling me average is about 55 years old. That's how average we are at the moment in Africa. So we're still very young, a young generation. But many of those people are not working. So by you being a diaspora, creating these opportunities for them, opening up stores, bottle stores, liquor stores, chicken shop, city wing, open something back home using the finance you've gathered in the UK. Not only does it empower you, it also helps your community, which is your grassroots, where you went to a primary school, where you take your secondary school. The first steps, Jabo, I went to school without shoes, So those connection I have with my grass on my way to school, with that soil on my way to school. Take something back into it. And Jabo, listen, this program is brought to you by P-Town Radio. Me and Jabo, when we start, we get going. That's how we do. You see, we start rambling on before we give you the disclaimer, Jabo. The shows and ideas expressed in the following program are strictly of myself and Jabo Butera. They are not reviews by P-Town Radio as a radio station. So if you are listening to us, please don't come for our radio station. This is me and Jabo Butera, Tendai, Madume, Jabo Butera, having a conversation around empowering and encouraging the people from the BME background in the UK, in diaspora, to make sure you uplift your business locally. And also, like right now, we're talking about international, Jabo. These are the things that we discuss here at P-Town Radio. Jabo Butera, tell us before we go further, because people have missed you.
Yes.
Tell us, what do you do? What is it that Jabo Butera you're known for in this city? Because you're doing big things, my brother. I appreciate you. Keep doing that. But tell our listeners what you do.
Thank you very much. And so my name is Jabo Butera, as you mentioned. But most people in the city, they call me now Uncle J. See, and that is part of what we're trying to build in the city. It's inspiring the next generation to do better than what we have done. So my own journey, I come from Rwanda originally, and I've established myself in England in the business sector. I'm among the pioneer, the first generation, because before me there was few individuals from Africa who start their own businesses and create a brand and name for themselves. And our children, are they seeing that? Can they be the next investors? Can they be the next millionaires in the city? That's what we do. It's inspiring the next generation. So we talk about investing in businesses, startup businesses, supporting startup businesses, and those inquisitive way of thinking, how can we generate more income by running businesses? So several businesses we are involved with. And this is covering more of the Southwest. So Bristol below. So after Bristol, coming down, Exeter, all the way to the southwest corner of the Bay. So Torbay, Paynton, and in Plymouth. So that's what we do.
Yes.
But the more exciting as well I have is keeping the eye, saying, as we're starting this conversation, where you from, what can you give back?
Yes.
How can you be a world citizen using what you have as current
Yes.
to plant in what has been in the past, what gave you the source, and exploring.
Yes.
How can you grow and become that blossoming
Yes.
African fruit?
That's correct. Listen, that's well said, Jabo. I appreciate you. Listen, I big you up. I'm your cheerleader. I've seen things you're doing in the city. People sometimes they don't come and shake us hands and say thank you for your show. We've been listening to your show, guys, for the past almost 3 years now, and we have gone and achieved A, B, C, D. It's in our nature for people that we don't come back home where come back home and say thank you very much. But I know people who have started business since our podcast, since our discussion, since our talk. I know people have done it. They might not want to come up and say, I know you're there. If you're looking at me in the eye, you know you've done it through our conversation. You know you've listened to us every Friday. We're encouraging you and myself to increase in our businesses or improve or upscale. And Jabo and DBI, they've been there available. You've been seeing them doing things, holding one of the biggest galas in the city, BMA Gala, which I'm still buzzing about from the last time. So I can give you props, my brother. Keep doing it. Keep pushing with your team at DBI. Right. Now that we're talking about things that we doing in life, it could be a 9 to 5 person, it could be working, because so many people now we have come in a city or in a country through COSs. You're starting your journey in the UK, you're for the first time. Please find yourself a space where you can encourage yourself. Find a time and a space where you fit in. Don't just think about now. Think about 5 years time, Jabo, isn't it? It's a 5 years time what am I going to raise? Because some of them cannot do business because of the restriction in the visas.
Yes. Yeah.
But think about that 5 years, that 3 years. What is them going to be? Okay, 1, 2. Do I also want to stay in the UK after 3 years? Because I tell you what, you can easily get some money, Jabo, in the UK and go back and invest and live very well in Africa. So I'm planting seeds there, Jabo. I'm on fire. I told you.
This is what we talk about.
I'm planting seeds, Jabo. I'm planting seeds.
But that is your African value. We were never short in giving.
Yes.
If it was someone else, they would have bottled it, put a price tag on, and if you want that, you have to pay. But you, because you have that within you, you want to plant the seed, and you're giving it out. But guess what? It's not even given for everyone. Many are called. So many are chosen, but few are called. So you see, these seeds and these nugget, this golden nugget we've been giving here for the past 3 years.
Yes.
It has been given for everyone. We are broadcasting on a live platform. It has been repeated so many times for the past 3 years.
Yes.
That's how many days. If you do 600 and something days, multiply. So that is so many times we've been putting it out. But as you said, we haven't heard many people coming back saying well done or say thank you for supporting us. We've had few. But the excitement is, as you're saying, look in the next 5 years. Do you know how many people are going to benefit from this?
That's correct.
And then we're going to not seeing it instead they're coming back saying thank you. But what we're going to see it on the high street.
On the streets, yes.
And then me and you are going to be walking saying, I'm glad.
Yes.
We played a role.
That's correct.
Positive role.
That's correct.
In seeing this coming up.
Yes.
Because we're not after the accolade of people coming and say, no. We're doing it for the next generation and for the next 5 years, 10 years. That's what we're talking about. So our satisfaction of every day and our giving is here. So I'm bigging you up, my brother.
Yes.
Keep giving up.
That's correct.
Keep giving again.
Yeah.
Keep sharing. Keep donating.
Yes. Wow.
Knowledge.
Yes, like I said, that's what we do here at P-Town Radio on this particular platform, Business Talk, Jabo Butera and Tendai Madume. We are always live here every Friday from the time of 12 noon UK time. We just have some, when you've been away for a bit, you get some technical difficulties, but never mind, we're always going to be live anyway, regardless what time that is. We make sure that we deliver for you guys. Jabo, let's come home. I've been away for a while. Update me what's been happening. I've been away for a month and a bit. I've been away from, I've told you how international I'm gonna go. But we have to. The roots has to come home. Let's talk about Plymouth. What's new? What's happening? Was the events coming up? Summer is coming up. The sun is shining today in Plymouth. If you're in Plymouth, it's good to see the sun is shining. Not that I missed it because I've just been to Lanzarote in Morocco. I'm changing.
See, many people will understand that.
I'm changing the
They just wanna
perspective.
hear
Yeah.
what they wanna hear.
I'm not saying result in Spain anymore. You don't hear me saying those words anymore. But yes, it's good to see the sun is shining. But I want to know, Jabo, let's come back home and do a recap to find out what's happening, what's new. Is there anything that I've missed out that you might share with our viewers?
Well, Plymouth is buzzing. Plymouth is going as usual. A bit wet and cold, but we are coming out of it, as you say.
Yeah.
So we're going into summer. Summer is coming. There's going to be a lot of festivals. There's going to be a lot of outdoors events. There's going to be a lot of activities. There's a lot of people are planning to get married, weddings. I was talking to, big shout out to Mark from Maribas and Republic. And he was talking about looking for assets like tables and chairs for hosting 200, 300 people. Can you imagine? Events are coming where we're going to be having about 300 people together, crowded. So all those are business opportunities. So the demand in Plymouth is growing. We have Argyle games going on. We have the Flavor Festival. I don't know if people know about the Flavor Festival coming up. So there is a lot of events coming up. Summer is coming. It's that great opportunity of how can you align yourself with the season we are going into so that you can harvest from those expenses or from those spending coming out. I can give simple example like the Flavor Festival coming up end of May, which will see over 100,000 people walking past by the Royal Parade, coming from all over the place, to Teignmouth to from Falmouth, from all over area, the southwest, to come and see and taste Plymouth.
Yes.
Are you part of that?
That's correct.
Are you preparing for it? If you're an entrepreneur, this is how it should be a music in your ears.
Yes.
You have April and May to prepare.
Yes.
Can you be ready?
Can you tap into it?
Have you got a t-shirt to sell? Have you got a brand to put? Have you got something to sell? This is the people coming with money and want to put out there. Is, the barber shop going on? What are you doing about it so people can know where you are? So all these activities coming up in Plymouth, summertime. As an entrepreneur, how can you benefit from it? So this is really great news. This is what's happening in Plymouth. There is many supports. There is the Plymouth City company, City Centre company, that is willing to help people want to run their businesses. There are some shops in town which are vacant, and the City Centre company is willing to collaborate with people to have a season open time. So you can take a place on a, discounted rented value for this season of summer, because Plymouth is known. We are a sea area. We are coastal area. We are the Monaco of England. I always tell people, because they always think about Monaco in France. It's known, Saint-Tropez. It's the Saint-Tropez of England. We have a lot of people coming here for holidays, and they come in summertime. And you live here, and you have all these people coming to spend money here for the summertime, and you're not harvesting into that. So opportunities are endless. As I was saying, vacant spaces in the city center. Have you got something you can do, a pop-up for the 3 months, 6 months? Or can you come together, collaboration, can you come together with some of your friends and your family? It's people partners, create what you want to do and be on the high street for this summer period, because you'll see thousands and thousands of people coming and the opportunity is there. And the city is shouting, we want people to benefit from these visitors. So the city goes out there, do the promotion of brand of Visit Plymouth or Destination Plymouth. You have people Destination Plymouth. So you, as a resident of Plymouth, how are you tapping into it? Instead of waiting for people coming from Manchester and other places, tapping in the resources or the opportunities coming in the Saint-Tropez of England.
Yes, that's very interesting. Thank you very much, Jabo. I was not aware of that event coming up, but now that I know, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to see how can I make a 50p into a dollar or into a pound for that matter anyway. But thank you very much, Jabo, for that update, because it is really crucial that we understand what is happening in our city, and also this summer coming up. Please, people, if also you are from Plymouth and you are also from the Afro-Caribbean, or if you are from the BME community, please check out also this new vibrant nightclub, which is causing some good shows for us. The Republic. Shout out to Mark and his team. I've not been able chance to be for a minute because I was away, but of course, clearly that I'm back here, I will have a look and take a look at it. Plus, if you are out and about, please, in Plymouth, you just see also in schools to see that there's shows lined up. Source and Vibes is always back. If you are a youngster, they're back as well in town this April. So please, don't forget, help us, help another business to grow, so that when you open yours, we can also do the same for you. We can also help you to achieve what you want to achieve. So that's very good, Jabo. Thank you very much for that particular update. I appreciate that you are taking your time to look into all these things for us as a radio station. So we do appreciate that, but just give us a second, Jab. I'm going to just quickly go into a small commercial so that we can get all of our systems coming up.
At P-Town Radio, we can advertise your business on a small cost. For more information, contact us on email info@ptownradio.co.uk.
Are you caring? Are you a team player? And passionate about helping others? Here at Indiana Healthcare Services, we are looking for a healthcare assistant and nurse to work in and around Devon and Cornwall. Why work for Indiana? We make sure you work when you want to work, hours that suit your lifestyle. And above all, we provide in-house training and competitive rates of pay. Pick up the phone and call us now on 01752 418 014. Or head over to our Facebook page.
Yes, and we are back live as well here, P-Town Radio. It's your favorite DJ, your favorite guy, Tendai, Madume, alongside Jabo, Butera, P-Town Radio. This is what we do every Friday. We are here. Please listen. I mean, I've been talking about this for forever now. If you have an opportunity and a chance to listen to our podcast, listen to our show, listen to our radio, whatever you want to call it, it is empowering. It is two gentlemen, two brothers from different countries. One is from Rwanda, if you've heard of Rwanda. One is from Zimbabwe, living in Plymouth. But we just find this time to encourage and uplift people, not only in Plymouth. We're talking about across the globe, because we are all the same, including all the ones in diasporas. But I was talking about internationally because I've been away. Like I said, I've been back in Zimbabwe, in Rusape. If you are from Rusape right now listening to our show, thank you very much for tuning in, and I appreciate you. Appreciate you your efforts. If you ever being into Rusape as well, Jabo, we have put Rusape. Don't worry, I'll get you there, Jabo. But we have put a beautiful lodge in my hometown, Jabo. It's now up and running. So if you are from Rusape and you are visiting Rusape very soon, check out E Park Brooks Lodge in Rusape. So that's what we're talking about, opening doors internationally. But you don't do that, Jabo. You don't just suddenly start opening these kind of lines of business or lines of thought if you've not settled wherever you are in the diaspora. You could be in the UK, you could be in the US, you could be in Canada, in Germany, Spain, wherever you are. You gotta have to be financially equipped. Is that the word?
Yes.
You have to be financially equipped, Jabo, to start to even think along these lines. And how do you become financially equipped? When do you start? Is there a better time to start? Is it right now bad time to start? When can I start? What is it that means to be financially free? And I'm not talking about financially free. That means you've got too much money. No. But what do you have, Jabo? Start with that word. I know you know what happens at the end of the month. Tell them, Jabo. What happens normally happens in the monthly month end. Yes.
This is exciting because here you're talking from that terminology, lived experience. You, Tendai, are showing the way forward. You are talking about what you are doing. This is not a myth. This is not someone who studied at university. This is not the theories.
No.
These are the walk. You've walked and you're walking. Financial independence, financial freedom, financial strength or resilience. That terminology is used too much, so many times. And the way I normally put it is when you have that balance between, look at your own end of the month when it happens. How is your bank balance look like? So this is in Today in Africa, you have many places where the finances are working, the financing system are working, including banks. Then you get your bank statement. Prior to that, we used to, mom have to check how much you have at the end of the month for that. But now we have a financial system. You have a bank statement. Everyone who lives in England, right, I'll assume 99.9%,
Yes.
they have an account, a bank account. If you are working, you get paid through what? Your bank account. Yeah? And then that is what they call income, isn't it? What comes in your bank account. And then there is also outgoing. So every adult, 99.9%, let's say again, have an expenditure. You have something you're spending. So the balance is your outgoing compared to your incoming. At the end of the month, that's what most of the time happens. Although it can be in the middle of the month, it depends how the system has been set. But let's say your salary is 1,500 coming in. And then there's your rent, there is your bills, there's going out, right? At the end of the month, how is your bank balance looking like? Everyone can answer that question.
Yes.
Being on business and not being in business, you'll answer that question.
That's correct.
How healthy is it? So for you to start thinking of what is I going to do in the next 5 years, especially in, as you're saying, back home, motherland. I want to do a business in Africa. I want to build a B&B in Africa, in
Rusape.
Rusape. Right?
Yes.
Do you think it's happened just overnight?
No.
So what you need is, where you are here today, check your bank statement. How healthy is your balance? Or how are you planning it in the next 5 years to make it healthier? In terms of, does your outgoing matches with your incoming, and do you making any savings? Because you have three: income, outgoing, savings. And we talked about the financial literacy, and I'm glad we've been here. We've been here before.
We've been here before. Yes,
we've talked
of course.
about this financial literacy together.
We have.
And we put those jars.
We have the whole
I'll tell you what,
podcast
next
for it.
week I'll come with jars.
Yeah?
And we'll do the demonstration.
Yes.
So people can see and hear it and sink in the head. The big challenge we have, and that's why we're still in that poverty, we're still tangled with understanding between income and expenditure and savings. We are faster in spending, slow in incoming, and zero in saving.
Yes. Yes.
This is something I can say. I've had that illness and I'm healing from it.
Yes. Yes, it takes time.
It takes time.
It's a generational
How can we break that
yes,
chain?
yes.
What are we teaching our children about saving?
That's
We're
correct.
only showing them spend. Let's go and buy this. Let's go and whatever. It's like, we have that illness of spending.
Yes.
Without matching it with the income.
That's correct.
Saying, oh, tomorrow will come, there'll be some money.
From where?
Poverty, mental. We are mentally poor. How can we change that?
How can we change that?
So next week I'll come with the jars.
Yes.
And we'll teach people how to do that using the free jars.
Yes, I think I'm looking forward to that. I know exactly what you're talking about, Jabo. It's not an easy road, Jabo, and it's not even easier to be an entrepreneur. People don't tell you the hard part of being an entrepreneur. People don't tell you the things that comes with being an entrepreneur, which is sleepless nights, waking up early, scratching your head, thinking how do I manage to get this money to pay these people or to pay that person, all these little things. But there's nothing that comes without sweat.
Yeah.
Nothing that comes without sweat. You gotta have to work hard in life, in anything you want to achieve. We're talking about, it's easy for us to reference these footballers, Messi's and Ronaldo's, but we don't know the sacrifice they've done to get to that, to be the highest top paid player in the world. You don't just wake up one day, because even me, I would want to be a footballer if that's how things work. But you have to put in a shift. You have to work hard, and we're encouraging people here from the BME background, in whatever towns, whatever you are, to work hard. Today, start something. Start small. even selling one shirt, start by that one shirt. Because some people seem to think for you to do a business, you gotta have to have a fancy cars and fancy phone or a fancy. That's business. That's not business. No. Business, you have to be busy doing something. So if you're busy selling T-shirts, if you're busy selling irons, busy selling cutlery, busy selling anything, you have to be busy doing it, and over a period of time. A lot of repetition. I remember one day you were bringing us pizza Jabo when we were redoing Indiana new offices.
Yes,
we were in there
yes.
till morning preparing, and small things like that which people don't see. They want to only probably seeing you driving now and seeing you talking on the radio. They feel like, yeah, he's made it, but they don't see small.
Can
Yeah,
we talk about that?
yeah.
What we find is we want to see the results, but we don't want to put the effort in and feel the pain.
Yes, that's correct.
There's the book our friend Mr.
Steve,
J wrote, Pay the Price. People don't want to pay the price.
No,
They want the trophy, but they don't want to pay the price.
that's correct.
How will that work?
Yes, yeah. No pain, no gain. That statement is not.
So you don't want to pay the price, but you want to enjoy the. And then when they see you have the result, they assume it's an easy walk. So what we're saying here, let's talk about it. Let's be honest with one another. How are we investing our time in making it happen by paying the price? Does it mean you're going to have to stay up till late? Does it need to wake up 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning to make it happen? Does it need you need to cut on your expenditures? Does it need you need to tighten up your belt before you can see the result? Are we doing it?
Yes.
Or are we coming and telling people it's all okay?
Yeah.
What's the purpose of the conversation in the community?
That's
when
correct.
people meet,
Yes.
we see there's a lot of meeting, there's a lot of events, there's a lot of activities. When we meet, what do we talk about?
Exactly.
Are we honest to each other saying, how is it going? Or are we pretending?
Covering it up. Yes. Yes. Yes.
But here at P-Town, and on particular this show, about finances, let's be open.
It's correct.
What's the challenge? Let's start from there. Savings are not growing. We're not working on our savings. We are faster in spending.
Yes.
When are we going to stop? It's not late. It's getting late. We need to cut off the habit of overspending and focusing on income and savings. But we are focusing on, there's a new brand iPhone which has come out.
I'm the first one. Yes, I bet you, and I bet you right now, the most big spenders of these kind of shops, the Gucci shops, the iPhones shops, the all those who knows about labels. I don't know much about labels.
Yes.
Only one label I know is Air Jordans. We are the big spenders in those shops.
Yes.
And those are sports shops that are the most expensive shops. But do we have the money? Do we really have the money to spend? What about the generations? What about what is wealth? That's a very
that's a good question. What is wealth?
What is wealth? It's not
Are
the
you wealthy?
Yes. What is
What
wealth,
is
Jabo?
your wealth? what is your wealth?
Yes.
So what is wealth is one. What is your wealth? And how are you valued? Oh, these are big things. These are big things. What is wealth? What is your wealth? And how are you valued? These are things people can do themselves. People don't have to ask themselves so many questions in life. And I'm like, we do have this conversation on here because that's what it is all about. We start conversation. We poke on those conversations. And it's up to you. Again, as we say at the beginning, many are chosen, a few are called. This message is for everyone. We're out there saying it, right? We are out there saying it. But how many are listening and how many will put it in practice?
That's correct. Listen, I was thinking about this job earlier when we were talking. You know, sometimes we look at our numbers and people who are listening, and we don't have many there, which is fine with us because people can replay it, can listen to it, and in most cases, I also do this show for myself because I learn a lot every time we're talking here. Jabo, I live with something. I don't just come here talk and live with nothing. Every time I'm talking to you, having a conversation, this conversation with you, yes, only live on platforms for P-Town Radio, but we are having a conversation.
Yes.
Iron sharpens iron, Jabo. And I was thinking, we are busy really from the BME background. I'm talking to you, black people. We're busy right now following socialites. You see socialites talking nonsense for 2 hours, and there's 1,000 people, 2,000 people listening.
Tuning in. Telling you things that when you drop that phone, the only thing that finishes your battery, and that's it. And your time. That's we're talking about the wealth, because for me, wealth. What is wealth? Is your time. We all have 24 hours in a day. No one has more than another. We're all given the same hours. But what are you spending your time on? Define your wealth. So we're spending a time on those socialites, watching their program. Someone else is making it. You are consuming it. You are not generating anything. Again, you are spending your time. This is going to go deep, Tendai. When we're talking about we spend a lot. We say we spend. What we spend is not only the money, it's the time. How are we spending our time? Where are we spending our time? Because that's the most valuable asset you have, or wealth. This is another, what do you call it? This is the another nugget, gold nugget we're sharing with people teaching. It's there. Your time is the value you have. We're saying, what's your wealth? That's what it is. Your time. That is valuable. Someone time, they charge 500, 1,000, 2,000 pounds an hour. And you take that hour yourself, because not valuing your own time, you're spending doing what? Watching something which is not constructive at all. It's not helping you to grow. When you're talking about the socialites, you're talking about what is on TikTok and Instagram, and our young people, a lot of them, they waste their time in there. You spend your time watching these programs instead of looking at something which is going to be constructive, like Diary of a CEO, an example, or any podcast, or what we are talking about here today.
Yes.
You go and watch a TikTok of someone, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fishing and showing how it's falling off. Or, I don't know, let's be clear, a woman, a girl or something, showing, taking clothes off.
Yeah.
Is that all you have in life?
Yeah. Is that your wealth?
Is that your wealth?
Yes. I agree. Jabo, I agree with you, and I resonate with what you're actually saying. Oh, my English. Ooh. Ooh. What you are saying, because we have been here, and people in Plymouth, like I said, they've opened businesses in the back of myself and yourself. When I say myself, it's myself and my team. I don't work alone, Jabo. I've got a team behind me.
Yes.
A very, very, very strong team behind me that are part of what we do. So I also big up to them as well. But we're talking about people who sees us. Or we are the ones who appear on the radio, appear on Facebook and talk and this and that. We are the face of what we are doing, but not the masters, but we're the face. Or I am the face, but not the master. So my point is, we sat here for years and years, which is almost 3 years now. I call them years and years, every Friday, and we are encouraging people. We've talked about financial literacy, we talk about startups, we've talked about grants, we've talked about upscaling your business, we've talked about opening a new business, we've talked about things that helps people.
You've given your own personal examples.
Yes.
You've shared your life experience.
Yes. And our numbers on the social media don't hit the numbers that someone who is just come to rant about someone who has done something.
A bus is running late.
Yes. And that person will have 5-7K views of people. We're not saying here follow us. We're not saying here we're not crying for your followers. That's not what we're doing, because we know you are watching. You know you are listening. Whenever you got time, this content is available. It's on our YouTube channel, P-Town Radio. It's on P-Town Facebook. It's on DBI Facebook page.
Yes.
It's on Instagram right now. We are live on Instagram. So we have the content is there. You listen on your own leisure. But we are just trying to tell you right now. We are in March, April now. Sorry,
So
I lost March because I was on holiday.
Yeah.
So
we're live.
We are in April.
Right?
Yes.
And only have 2
People
watching and 5
listeners.
comments.
Yes. Yeah. And when I post something to do with United, I get so many views. When I post something to do with, I've got followers on my page. That's not even the issue. I have numbers. I'm sure I get to 2K or more on my account. But when we talk things that develops, that helps people from BME, they tend to shy away from it. I'm asking you, if you're out there, you know the reason why you're not connecting with the show, let us know. We want to know. We want to learn. The whole point of business is learning. If you're not one person that allows learning, then you're not going to be in business.
Now you go. You see, you're adding another advice we're talking about. So we talked about the time. How is the wealth? Now you're mentioning about learning. This is the second investment you're talking about. Where do you invest? Do you invest in the spending, or do you invest in the learning? What are you learning currently? When you're watching those programs, what are you learning? Is that a question? What are we learning? Or we choose to learn things which are not beneficial to us.
That's correct.
And when it's saying, I spend my time listening to a podcast and advice here, instead of spending my time watching someone tumbling and falling. I've seen people like watching someone just going on the ski and they tumble and fall and they laugh. What are you learning? What is the people around you teaching you?
Exactly. Oh, Jabo. You've said this before in so many podcasts, so many times with me, myself. He says, who are your friends?
Yes.
Who do you hang around with?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with smoking weed, Jabo. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you have 4 or 5 friends who only smokes weed, who wakes up in the morning at 11 o'clock, they're holding a pint of beer, you're not going to go far.
You know where you're going to end up.
Yes, you're not going to go far.
I said at the beginning,
yes.
You only have 24 hours like everyone.
You're not going to go far.
You will have 24 hours in life. So I'll repeat it again the way I always repeat. 3 things. What you read, what you listen to, and the people you hang around with.
Yes.
I'm not boasting. Next week we'll have a meeting with the Chief Financial Officer of the Bank of England.
That's big. That's big. Yeah.
Where are you?
Chilling with Tendai.
Tendai is not going to be there because Tendai is going to be in that meeting with the Chief Financial Officer. You're not going to find him.
Yeah.
But where are you?
That's what we are saying.
So we have, like, for example, in Plymouth, what we call Plymouth Area Business Council. Big titles. But he says what he says. This is the Business Council of Plymouth. Are you part of it? Have you heard about it? But you run business in Plymouth.
Yes.
Hang on. What game are you in?
Yeah.
You are not aware of these things. Yet you say you are claiming I run a business. Have you heard about the Chamber of Commerce? Have you been to their meetings? Have you gone there to find what others are doing? We've had Benson here talking about the BNI. We're talking about millions of pound exchange.
Where are you? Where do you fit in? Jabo, our 40 minutes is up. We have spoken. Those who have ears have heard. Those who are going to act on it. Please share our stream, share our pages, share our content. To those who like to hear or like to listen to what we discuss here, I tell you it's valuable. It's free information that we try and share with you. Next week, like Jabo alluded, we are going to come up here and try to talk about financial literacy. Again, just trying to emphasize on the importance of saving.
We'll bring the free jars and we'll show people how you split. Practically, how you split in money.
Looking forward to that.
We'll work on it.
Yes.
We'll bring a £20 note with different coins. Then we'll show you where do you put this. How it should go. And I'm not saying you are wrong in what you're doing
right now. No.
But what we're saying, the learning part, try it. Nothing to lose. Try it. If it works, great. And if it does not work, you haven't got nothing to lose. But we're telling you from some people who've done it for many years and it has worked for them, it is working for us. Don't stay behind.
Yes, don't stay behind. Thank you very much.
To P-Town Radio Plymouth, BAME Community, online radio station, putting community together.
I pressed the buttons by mistake, but there's nothing wrong in there. This is P-Town Radio, bringing communities together every Friday from a time of 12 noon here. Myself, Jabo Butera. We'll be back here again next week. Like he alluded, we'll be holding jazz to make sure you made you aware of how you can make a saving. And the saving is not about saving £100. It's not about saving £2,000. It starts with the £10. It starts with £5. You don't need more than that to start saving. It's a habit that will actually help you to progress. Jesus. Okay, we save it for next week. For meantime, please stay tuned. P-Town Radio shows. There's a lot of things happening here on this platform. Please go over to our Facebook channel, Instagram channel, Twitter channel, and see other shows that are happening on this platform. Most likely follow also Prince on a Wednesday. He's doing a wonderful show. It's Love Dr. Prince on a Wednesday from 8 to 10. This guy is talking about things that can help you in your household. Mainly if you've moved from diaspora recently and you're having family issues, family matters, or family love. He's encouraging people to stay together because it's important. Two is better than one. Let me know what you think. It's Tendai, Madume, Jabo, Butera. We'll see you next week. Jabo, do you have anything to say for the people?
Stay tuned. Come back next week.
Yep.
But summer is here. Don't let summer money pass you by.
That's correct.
Tap into it.
Yes. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Stay blessed.
Are you caring?